Good morning students. Today again I am here to teach class 9 commercial application. I am going to continue chapter 4. Name of the chapter is Joint Stock Company, part number 20. Okay. So today's topic is privileges of a private company. So many privileges and exemptions are enjoyed by a private company. Some are here. First is members. In a private company, only 2 members are required for the commencement of the business. But in the public company, 7 members or 7 persons are required. Okay, so rated 2 members, only 2 members are required in the private company and 7 members are required in the public company. Second point is commencement of the business. Okay, so private company can commence business immediately after its incorporation. It is not required to obtain the certificate of commencement of business. In a private company, it is not required to obtain the certificate of the business. Okay, so commencement of businesses can commence business immediately after incorporation. Now, third point is prospectus. A private company is not required to issue or file a prospectus or statement in lieu of prospectus with the registrar of companies. In this private company, prospectus is not required, but in a public company, prospectus is required or a statement in lieu of prospectus is required. Statutory meeting. Fourth one is statutory meeting. Private company is not required to hold a statutory meeting or to file statutory report with the registrar. In private company, statutory meeting is also not required, but in a public company, statutory meeting or that file statutory meeting for report with the registrar. Okay, or it is compulsory to file statutory report. Clear? These all points. Now next one is directors. In a private company, we can have only 2 directors. Okay, but in the public company, we have 3 directors. So this is the difference between also with the private company and the public company. Related to their members, commencement of the business, prospectus, statutory meeting or directors. Okay, these points are clear to you? Okay, we'll come to the next point. Shares. Sixth point is shares. A private company can issue deferred shares with disproportionate voting rights. So they can issue deferred shares with disproportionate voting rights. Now next point is transfer of shares. A private company refused to register any transfer of shares without any appeal. So private company can refuse any type of shares. Okay. So next one is account. Private company is not required to keep its accounts, annual accounts, open for inspection for non-members of the company. So there is no compulsion to keep their annual accounts open for inspection for all the members. Okay. Now quorum. Next point is quorum. 2 members personally present is sufficient quorum for the general meeting of a private company. In this, only 2 members are sufficient for the general meeting of a private company. Clear? Now next point is index of members. A private company is not required to prepare and maintain any index to the register of members. So in this also it is not compulsory or it is not required. Clear? So these all are the privileges of a private company which the private company enjoys. Okay. Now our next topic is advantages of a private company. So this is our new topic. What are the merits of a private company, or we can say that advantages of a private company which private company enjoys. Okay, so first advantages of a private company is ease of formation. Ease of formation means it's very easy to form. Private company is very easy to form. So first is 2 persons, means why it is very easy to form, because only 2 persons, minimum 2 persons are required for the formation of the business. And second is easy start. Business can start after incorporation. So it is very easy to start or to commence the business. In this also, no certificate is required for the commencement of the business. So due to the following reasons, there is ease of formation in a private company. Next point is greater flexibility. Due to the less legal formalities in private company, there is a flexibility in the business operations. Okay, because it also enjoys some different type of privileges and exemptions under the company law. Clear? Next point is quick decisions. There is a lesser number of people to be consulted because only minimum 2 persons are required for the formation of the business. That is why there is a lesser number of people to discuss or to consult. Okay, so there is a quick decisions also in the private company. Family members, relatives, friends can also take their prompt decisions. Less number are there. This is a private company, so friends also, relatives and other members of the family can also take their prompt decisions. Next point is secrecy. Not required to publish its accounts. In a private company, it is not compulsory to publish its accounts. Okay, and it can maintain, so that due to the not requirement of the publish of accounts, it can maintain its secrecy. It can also maintain the secrets of the business. So this is also a merits of a private company. Next is continuity of policy. Same persons can continue to manage the affairs of a private company. In this also, same persons can continue and the continuity of the policy can be maintained. Okay, so these all are the different advantages of a private company, which private company enjoys some merits. Okay, so these all are the advantages. Hope it is clear to you. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.